I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey y'all, Brian Flood is back again with another episode of Quarantine with the Stars here on AfterBuzz TV. Today I am joined by a talented actor with an incredible story who's about to be Hollywood's next heartthrob. This is Rico Torres. Rico, thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having me, Brian. How you doing?
I am doing well. Super excited to get into this interview. I'm going to be talking about all your exciting projects you have going on and kind of how you're keeping busy during quarantine. So let's just jump right in.
All right, let's do it.
Perfect. All right, so let's start by checking in with you. You know, I know you're based in Los Angeles, and I'm sure you know what's happening right now in the world. So tell me how you're doing with everything that's going on.
It's hard. For one, I live alone. So it's kind of hard having my family all the way across the country and then having all this craziness happen. So I'm kind of dealing with it, as best as I could be. Trying to listen to positive stuff every single day. Trying to, reach out to loved ones and tell them, are they okay? What do they think about everything that's going on? What are they doing to try to, help out? But for the most part, I mean, I'm doing pretty good, working out at home, binge watching. I don't know if that's healthy or unhealthy, but I mean, it just kind of relieves some stress and things off my mind from
For
everything
sure.
going on.
What are you watching?
The Queen of Flow. I'm
Oh,
Colombian.
oh,
So
nice.
it's kind of like it's a Colombian series, actually where I'm from, Medellin, Colombia. So it's called like The Queen of Flow or La Reina del Flow. It's on Netflix. I recommend 100,000%. I know it's Spanish. Are you Spanish?
No, I'm actually a Pacific Islander.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Your last name's Santos, no?
it is. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So I thought,
yeah,
you had like a
yeah,
kind
for
of,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of Spanish influence actually, but yeah, so
I
very cool.
But yeah, I
Nice,
absolutely love and 100% recommend that show. Also, I've been watching
amazing.
Riverdale, which is pretty interesting.
Yes, I love Riverdale. Such a good show, honestly. That's
Yeah,
definitely a binge worthy show. Like you can just sit there and watch it forever.
that's what I've been doing.
I love it. I also know you like to read. I saw on your Instagram you do a lot of reading, getting a lot of knowledge. Are you reading any books in particular?
I am. I mean, nowadays it's kind of like audiobooks,
Oh,
but
nice.
in concept, I sometimes have, some books I read. But so right now I'm reading. Oh, I read 10 times, 10X, which is by Grant Cardone. I don't know if you know who that is. He's like a real estate guru.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he talks about kind of like everything, to be honest, because he like had this dream of like having his TV show, but it's kind of like similar to me. He had this dream of becoming like in the entertainment industry, but he saw that it's so hard to get in it, so he started doing other things, like real estate. Then he started doing anything. He got a publicist. He got anything that went his way. He did it, and then in the end, he got what he wanted. And it's like he's basically saying like 10x growth, like anything that comes at you, go at it 10 times, overcommit first and then figure out how to do it later. Not only that, I mean, Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power, Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now. So it's like everything. It's like spirituality,
Nice. I
everything.
think my uncle actually read The Power of Now. He always tells me about it. He's like, you got to read this book. So I think I'll get on that one.
Do it, do it. Eckhart Tolle talks so well about the ego. It's insane.
Yes. Oh my God. He's literally telling me that every day. He's like, get your ego in check. I'm like, okay. I
Exactly.
love it. I know. You mentioned the story. You kind of have a similar story to some of the authors you're reading. I know you kind of picked up and left your home in Tampa. You had your pre-med degree, and you wanted to pursue entertainment. So I want to know what kind of advice you would have for someone who wants to take that leap of faith and jump into the entertainment industry.
How many hours you got, man? There's just so many things I can touch on. I mean, like I said, I just did it, right? Like I graduated with a bachelor's degree in pre-med, right? For years and years and years, I was just so pre-med until, like I went to an audition. I was like, whoa, this is interesting. And whoa, I felt some kind of energy within me that I was like, I can do this. So
Hmm.
like I just went out. But the thing was like, I've made so many mistakes because I came out here with first like $500. I came out here with $500. I had to figure out how the heck am I gonna, pay for like $1,500 a month or whatever rent is. I'm like, this
Rent is crazy in LA.
and you know what I mean? So like I never took any classes for acting. I don't have any friends in the industry. I came out here alone with nobody, no friends, no nothing. I came out here knowing nothing. And the amount of times that I've cried, the amount of times that I've slept in my car, it's all surreal because I came here knowing about medicine and healthcare. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So like going to an audition, and bombing it, and then just going to agents and then telling me I'm not worth anything, and then having managers tell me, like I'm gonna ruin your career. That thing like
Oh my
screwed
God.
me mentally, man. So like my advice, probably, I mean, out of the many that I would have, is like, don't listen to anybody. Anybody. If this is what you want to do, just keep going. Those who like are gonna help you, or whose like opinions matter, you'll know. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. Yeah, I love that. You mentioned kind of the battles you had with, say, mental health and that kind of thing. So what advice would you have for somebody, because I also know you struggle with an eating disorder and that's something that you kind of battled through. What advice would you have for someone struggling with those kind of battles?
So the anorexia thing, I had that as a child all the way up until high school. My doctor kept telling me that it's a problem. I need to start eating because my daily diet consumed like two McChickens a day or three McChickens a day. Like I played a lot of video games. I was
Hmm.
really a game geek. I kept getting bullied. I kept getting bullied because of my anorexia. I kept getting pushed around. I was in the beginning stage of like actually liking girls. So like guys saw me as a threat. So then they just kept bullying me, and it was up to a point where in high school where I said, all right, well, this is very unhealthy. So I started working out a little bit. So then I started eating like a little bit of rice and stuff like that, and I kind of just broke out of it. I just broke out of it. I don't know how I did it, because for so many years it was like it was never an option. It was never like I need to eat. No, I just whatever, you know. So just actually doing it, you know what I mean? Just actually like just do it. You know what I mean? Don't think about like, oh, I don't need to eat that. No, I just ate whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, And it's the same thing with mental health, because I mean, I think everybody struggles with mental health.
Hmm.
I mean, I even still,
Especially now.
yeah, oof. So like social media, oh man, that is such a topic. I don't really, I try to like stray away from that. You know what I mean? I believe in self promotion and all of that. I just there are so many people that use social media for the wrong reasons.
Hmm.
The likes, the comments, the the filters, the all of that crap. You know what I mean? Like I've battled with it for so long, and that's why like I don't know if you've seen my Instagram. I don't follow anybody. It's really hard
Yeah.
for me because you spend hours just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
Hmm.
Such a distraction, and then you become like insecure, and then so I mean I like I said, like I read, like I work out. I really spend my time things that matter, things that'll benefit me.
Definitely. I love that. Honestly, you have such an incredible story. You battled through these struggles. You took that leap of faith to move to Hollywood, and it paid off because you've done such amazing things so far. One of the great things you've done already is land a Super Bowl commercial. So how exciting was that for you?
Amazing. It was so much money. No, it was good. It was good. No, it was great because I mean everybody in production was great. It was an amazing message to my brother. Like it wasn't, they didn't tell me. It wasn't really scripted. It was just like, pick a man in your life who you care about. And I said, somebody who like hasn't gone to the doctor or anything like that. And I'm like, my brother, my big bro, right? He's a little overweight and he hasn't been to the doctor in like 8 years. So I'm like,
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
him. So I did it. And then, I mean, it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. And he saw it. He was like, that's crazy. You're on TV and you're talking to me.
I love that. You also modeled before you acted. So how did you kind of make that transition from modeling into acting?
Oh, I always tell this story because I mean, it's true and it happened. Senior year of college, my pre-med undergraduate career, I got into modeling because people always told me, hey, you have a look for it. I'm like, all right. I mean, God blessed me with some kind of, good looks or whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I started, modeling, and I just kept getting gigs for like Target, Penny, Nordstrom, Skechers, all this stuff where it was like 1,200, 1,500, 2,000. I'm like, whoa, right? And then a couple months after, I guess my modeling agent got me an audition, right? And I'm like, what is that? What's an audition? I don't know. I'm not posing. I'm not just posing, right, for the camera. And so they're like, no, 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 it's for a feature film, blah, blah. It's for a lead. I'm like, all right, cool. I went in, I stuttered. It was awful. It was the worst experience of my entire life. Next day, my agent says, I got a call back. I'm like, what the heck is a callback? And then, so like, my agent was pretty much telling me, like, a callback's when they narrow it down, all the actors, this and that. I'm like, all right, I guess I wasn't taking it seriously. So my agent was like, listen, kid, you need to realize that if you get this part, it's $900 a day for 15 days.
Dang.
I'm like, all right, I carry the two. I'm like, that's 15
Yeah.
weeks. insane. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll take it seriously. I studied it, you know, I rehearsed it. I performed in front of two producers. Long story short, I didn't get it. I didn't get the role. But for the producer to tell me like, man, Rico, I love your style, man. I was just like, that's crazy. And like the energy that I felt inside of me, it's literally, I can't lie about this. And that's what pursued me to well, I don't know what it was. Like 2 or 3 months later, I got my bachelor's degree and I said, I'm out. I was
Dang, that is
back to like
great.
Shakespeare days in middle school when I would play Romeo.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I think everyone has played Shakespeare, like one form of Shakespeare in their life. I think I did a Midsummer Night's Dream. Like,
okay. That's cool.
that's hilarious. I love that. Well, you mentioned you didn't land that role, but one role that you did land was on Ballers, which is amazing.
Yeah,
You got a part on that. So how was that like for you?
it was great. It was a minor role, feature role, but production was amazing. It's something where I was like, holy crap. I mean, there's this many people for like this
Mhm.
small scene. I'm like, that's insane. And then like all these credible people. I mean, The Rock wasn't there. I didn't get to film no scene with The Rock, you know, but I mean, whatever. I mean, it was still a great experience. That's a good credit on my resume. I mean, I was a football player. I don't think I've played football. I mean, probably a couple times with my friends, but I never really played football. I guess I kind of look like a football player, so it was pretty cool. Definitely different
That's
experience.
great. I love that so much. So thank you so much for being here, Rico. It's been an absolute pleasure. Before we head out, is there anything else you want to shout out to your fans about, your upcoming projects, anything like that?
Oof, I mean, it's don't listen to nobody, man. I'm literally just doing. I'm crazy auditioning. Just do whatever it is that you love. You know what I mean? Don't listen to nobody, even if it's your family. I know that's kind of harsh to say, but just do whatever it is that makes you happy, man. Seriously, you don't, life is so short, man. Tomorrow's not promised.
Absolutely. I love that's the perfect way for us to end. And Rico, I know you don't use it too much, but where can your fans find you on social media?
Oh yeah. So it's at for real Rico. So it's four, the number four, and then real, and then Rico, my name.
Perfect. Everybody, make sure you go follow Rico on his social media. He doesn't use it too much, but hopefully he'll follow you back and chat you up and be on the lookout for his upcoming projects. I'm sure he's going to be absolutely amazing in the future when we get out of this quarantine craziness. I'm your host, Brian Santos. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at the Brian Santos. This has been Quarantine with the Stars with Rico Torres. It's been a pleasure, Rico, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.